Okay, just a quick video to go through and remind you how to use short division. So remember, we are looking for how many groups fit into this larger number. So how many groups of 2 go into this group of 2 here? Well, quite simply, we can only fit the one group in. How many groups of 2 then go into this group of 4? And again, we can only fit 2 groups in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 2 groups there. That gives us a nice straightforward answer with no remainders, no exchanging, nothing to carry over. So let's have a look at the next one. It's a bit different this time because we're dealing with odd and even numbers. So here is what we're dividing by 2. So back over to this one, we should know the answers to this. How many groups of 2 go into 2? And we have got 1. However, now, how many groups of 2 go into 5? Well, because 5 doesn't quite accept the groups of 2 exactly, we end up with 2 groups, as I've shown there, but we have 1 left over. So this is called a remainder. We have 12 groups of 2 in 25, but it has 1 remainder, which is what we have here. Now, if we progress this further, with the next calculation, we have a slightly bigger number. And so here we see how many groups of 2 go into 3. Well, we can see that 1 group goes in, but there is a remainder because 2 doesn't go exactly into 3. So here we now have to carry this over. Now we're doing this early on in the calculation. How many groups of 2 go into 14? Well, we can quickly work that out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and that gives us 7. How many groups of 2 can you get into 0? Well, nothing at all. So we end up with 0. Now this means we've got no remainders, but the difference is on this occasion, because we had 1 left over here, we had to bring it over to the next column to make a new number. Okay, and that, instead of being at the end, happened partway through the calculation. So let's have a look at the next one and see if there's any differences there. Okay, now this one, first thing you notice, much bigger calculation. So let's have a look through it. Follow the same approach. How many groups of 5 go into this number here? 5, and that would be 1. How many groups of 5 go into this number here, which is 9? Well, we're going to have 1 group again, but this time we've got 4 to carry over. Okay, so it's not 1, it can be different numbers too. So how many groups of 5 go into 48? Now that, if you count on your times tables, you'll be able to find a solution. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Now that means we've got 9 groups, but we have 3 left over. So we're carrying over again. We follow that same pattern. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that way we have 6 groups. But we still have 2 remainder. So here we put in the remainder 2. So on this occasion, not only have we had to bring across the excess amounts each time, the ones that are left over, and exchange them and bring them over, but we've also ended up with a remainder at the end as well. So as you've gone through the calculations, the complexity has increased, the opportunity to carry over amounts has also occurred. So by the end, we're able to do that every single time, and whatever's left over by the final part of the calculation then becomes our ultimate remainder.